Where can I see those patch notes? Update 102E. Red defense banner issues been fixed. Auto casting issues been fixed. Vendors not buying your loot's been fixed. Archers no longer change their target for no reason. Fixed. Achievements got fixed. Fixed the number of items. Mythic quests fixed. All late game quests are fixed. Very nice. They nerfed the difficulty on core. It's easier now. How about you nerf unfair a bit? Not core setting, morons. Crusade improvements. They nerfed threat swarms and locusts. Crossbow I put on Diran. Now he has a description. Mythic pets empty. Prerequisites are fixed. They improved performance a bit. They fixed experience numbers for the checks with very high DC. 3 gigabytes patch, man. Interesting. Guys, hello to everyone again. Gunner, casters do not suck. They scale late game, same as in Kingmaker. You can't expect damage from casters, especially on harder difficulties early game. It's the sacrifice you make with sorcerers, wizards, shamans, and similar classes, mages. They're not as strong early game as melee. Melees are dominant till level 10. Casters are dominant post level 10. They're gonna sell 1,000,000 for sure. They're gonna sell a fucking 1,000,000. Again, I repeat again. Casters are for late game. And for late game only. Oh, I got the achievement. A spark. That's a fix. One of the fixes they added. It seems one of your companions is attracted to you. Where will it lead? 0.1% of players have this achievement. What the fuck? And who on earth is attracted to me? Oh, we're in a puzzle. Let me try to figure this shit out. This is the entrance. And this is the first sign. Or this is the first sign. Victor, thanks for the raid, Victor. And hello to everyone. How goes the run, Victor? What feats should you take on a caster? First of all, you don't expect to deal damage, at least in the first 5 levels. Precise shots, if you cast Raise later on. But you can live without precise shots in the early game though, I think. If you wanna deal damage, then it's Evocation. If you want to buff things, then it's Enchantment. If you want to buff your melees, make them invisible, then it's Illusion. Then you need to choose Elemental Focus. What we know, most of the enemies are resistant to fire and to lightning, which leaves cold, acid as the choices for Elemental Focus. It just sucks. What you can't do anything about it. After level 10, you're gonna start dealing damage with mages. Ah, he did Minyago. He did Minyago. It didn't show subs. I don't know why. Thanks for the sub, by the way, but I don't know why. It says it's working. I can even test. No, it's working. Strange. Freaking strange. Thanks for the sub. Thanks. Have a good one, Victor. Minyago was a pain in the ass on Unfair. Complete pain in the ass. I can imagine how it was for him since he plays solo. What's up, Vedesh? I'm saying the last time. Thanks for the subs and hello to everyone so I can start playing. I got this garbage to solve. Let's start with this sign as the first one. The one that's closest to the door. It ain't that one. It ain't that one. It ain't that one. Could be. Should be. And of course it's not. Rotate until it works. This is such a stupid puzzle. I'm gonna put the one that's missing. Let's put the one that's missing. But let's try it like this. Let's try with this one. Holy shit, fucking finally. Ancient Ghost. It was easy, wasn't it? Simple puzzle, simple. No, it's not simple. It was just the beginning. Its purpose was to awaken curiosity. Translucent figure appears out of thin air, clad in loose-fitting robe. Its face is hidden behind a simple, unadorned mask. Mortals are not meant to unveil the secrets of the universe and grasp the meaning of creation. Is this really so, or it's not? Secrets of the universe will only be revealed to those most worthy of mortals. Prove yourself and be the first for whom all the secrets of the world are revealed. What we need to do? The heart of mystery is located west of here. Solve the puzzle. You will comprehend the forbidden knowledge. A map of an area that looks vaguely like a world wound appears in the figure's hands. A single dot shines brightly on a map. I'll solve any puzzle you have, so you better prepare some good ones. Heart of mystery. Who are you? He remains silent. Who are you? Simple puzzle, simple solution. The heart of mystery is located. Who are you? Comprehend the meaning of creation. For the most worthy of mortals, the heart. I think you've broken it. Translucent figure vanishes into thin air. Well, shit. Head on! Oh, this opened. On the other side, nothing. There are no secrets on the other side. I feel fresh today. For the first time in the last 3 days. I don't know why, but I feel freaking fresh. So it's gonna be a long stream. Elven notes. Page from a notebook. The text is written in an ancient Elven runic script. And what I do with it? Is that it? That's the map. Why do I have a feeling that this shit can be opened too? See if I can bug out the game.
I'm losing my temper.
Let's see what got discovered on a map. I expected a freaking dungeon, you know. Not one puzzle and a freaking horse saddle. I really expected more of it.
Head on.
Where's the exit?
I lead. You follow.
Oh, yeah. Yurian, what's up, Yurian? Go to the heart of mystery. Nameless ruin. And where is the heart of mystery? Oh my god. As far as I can tell, it's Leper Smile. That's the next bet. So notifications are working. Unpaid, thanks for the follow. I don't know why it didn't show us up. You see that they're working. It could be because of this, you know. It could be because of this.
Onwards.
Do we need to sleep? I'm gonna save. Let's try without sleeping to reach over there. I hope they won't get fatigued. I could take Nenio because of Phantasmal, but I wanna play with Team Feats. I really want to play with Team Feats. And I got 1 haste on him. And I got Wand of Haste. 16 usages of haste left. Durguan, thanks for the follow. That's the team. I just hope they don't get fatigued. Don't wanna rest if I don't have to. Now don't make me rest. Fuck you, fuck you. Thanks for watching. And you be patient, I'll release advanced guides in a month or 2 from now for every subclass. It's gonna take me like a month to do it all. In 2 months, I would say. I can release those. I would need to test every subclass on the highest level. This is all fine. Although Midnight Soup. Hit points, chance of success 60%. We need to make it work. That's 10 hit points per character.
You're a master at drinking.
My mother.
Before the dungeon. Of course you didn't roll. He needs to roll this. Oop. Outside. What I do with this army? It's expensive. It is expensive. What will I need to defeat the demon army? It looks impossible. Fair. Danger and distress rest heavy upon the scales, their measures soaring on a dangerous march to Dresden. Army moves steadily along the bank of the West Selen, scared with canyons and ravines. Suddenly, a group of scouts return. Anivia, the leader of the group, makes the urgent signs to the soldiers. Wait and quiet. She dashes through the ranks. The commander who awaits a report, we're in trouble. The road ahead is split by a canyon. To get to Dresden, we'll have to go down and then open the other side. Canyon is swarming with foul creatures, Vescavors, a real pain in the neck. They won't shy away from our soldiers' weapons. They already managed to gobble someone up. Looked like a caravan of refugees from Kenabres that's lost its way. No one ever reported Vescavors so far from the center of the world won't. Where did they come from? They still haven't noticed us, but I won't hold true for long. Maybe if we retreat. Commander makes a sign for her to stop. Find out what else is known about the enemy. Convene a council to determine a plan. Find out. Those nasty little critters, they can ruin your gear and drive you nuts with their buzzing. They got a queen, the mother of whole swarm. She's a right horror. If we kill her, the bulk of the swarm will scatter. We'll take care of the rest of them somehow. Convene a council. Commander and companions convene a field council. The army cannot march around the obstacle, for there is no road. Retreat is far too risky. Should the swarm notice the army and catch it out in the open, no one would survive. None utters the word threat, but fear hangs in the air. A swarm of omnivorous beasts just happens to be in the army's path. Someone has arranged this for their own nefarious ends. Rustling, gratting, squeaking, humming. Everyone hears the voice of the swarm, though the sky before the army remains clear for now. How long until it is darkened by the flying spawn of the abyss? An idea, a decision, straight and sharp like a soldier's sword, appears in their minds. The Crusader Council grows grim. One unit must act as a live bait to lure the swarm out of the canyon and clear the path to the Vescavor Queen. Commander will rush the monster, killing her quickly before the swarm decimates the army. They will get but one chance. A dark question looms: who will lead the faithful squad and be consumed as a bait? Fuck. In moments of extreme stress, one often says one thing while meaning quite another. These hidden words often reveal many curious things. And what do we see here? Iribat nobly states, I'm an officer best suited for the mission. But in truth she means I cannot burden another with my responsibility. Nura, the historian, emerges with an unexpected suggestion from behind the commander's back. This is just the sort of situation where ingenuity and knowledge of the enemy will be more useful than swords and armor. While she speaks, she thinks, I need to prove myself. The queen has yet to disclose her presence and watches quietly from a distance. Commander thinks that he should look into the faces of companions. The Hell Knight Regiel steps forward. My people will fight to the last, even as the swarm tears through our armor and strips the flesh from our bones. I think Regiel has the best chances to survive this. My superiority over the Crusaders will not permit me to cover behind them. I've eaten so many bugs in my life, it's only fair to give them a chance at revenge. No, Len, we need you. The ones who distract the swarm will need a healer. We don't need a cleric though. Social is the only one who speaks plainly. A healer might bring a few through the Veska wars alive. The rest of the council remains silent, and this silence is filled with a chorus. The others better suited and the commander needs me alive. Though is the commander here, these unspoken words, what will they lead him to decide? The faithful troop will be led by Irabet, Nura, Rigel, Len, or we need Len, he's out. Rigel could go well here. Our cleric is useless. I don't know why Nura is an option here, and I believe Irabet will die if I go for Irabet. I'm gonna go with Social. The commander and his party disappear among the rocks, preparing to slip down into the canyon while the swarm is distracted by their bait. A tight-lipped Anivia shows the way. Behind them, the final preparations are being made. Social's eyes grow cloudy for a moment. There are few creatures as abominable for a follower of Shaling as Veska wars. Devourers of flesh and destroyers of matter. This trial will not be easy. The soldiers tread fearfully down the road toward the dark edge of the canyon ahead. A rift that yawns open before them whispers, rasps, rattles in thousands upon thousands of voices. Veska wars gather below. But the sky is open above them and the flying creatures might rise up and attack at any moment. Soldiers soon find the first body, the mangled corpse of a refugee from Kenebres. A few straggling Veskavors wriggle inside the dead man's gaping chest. Tiny larvae in greenish shells and shuffling legs and hinking jaws, they don't seem menacing at all. But then the rasping noise stops for a moment and a high vibrating note pierces the air with a new force. A blur of blackish green cloud rises above the canyon. The swarm has taken the bait. The time to act has come. The leader of this faithful squad shouts that they shall scatter, hold position and fight for the soul. Hold position and fight. Standing in the middle of formation of soldiers, Social utters a prayer to Shaylin. From the outside, it would appear that the cloud of Veskavors will in a moment fall from above and destroy their forces utterly. Hundreds of spawns of the abysm gnaw on bodies and armor, destroying as they consume, but the cleric's power flows forth in waves, healing the wounds of his comrades. As if understanding who is to blame for the unexpected resistance, the smoke covers Social like a living carpet. The servant of Shaylin trembles, but does not move or hold his prayers. Soldiers look on with awe, though they're witnessing a holy miracle. Temporary success holds no true hope for the faithful troop. Their foe is no great beast, but a million ravenous creatures, bringing with them the eternal hunger of the abyss. To fight them was to cry upon the wind. Their only hope was to rely on their commander, and hope that he was preparing to slay the swarm queen. What was happening down in the canyon at that very moment? I think I made the right choice. I really think I made the right choice. God damn, I need to listen to freaking insects in the entire map. What happens if I choose, for example, I don't know, Regil? Or someone like that? This is for Social, I wanna see what changes, but I think that's the right choice. To put a cleric over there. I really think so. Are we gonna speed it up? Pick Regiel. The face of Paralictor Regiel is hidden by his... And Dorino, thanks for the follow. Rabbi, what's up? Lich is unplayable. Play him in 2 years from now. Nah. But all DLCs are out and the game is fully patched. Can companions die in the event? We're gonna find out. The face of Paralictor Regiel is hidden by his helm, as are the faces of his troops. Hell Knights can radiate disdain even through plate armor. They march forward boldly, holding torches and vials of acid in a place of blades. Soldiers tread fearfully down the road towards the dark edge of the canyon ahead. That will be the option for Regiel. Fight to the bitter end. Arrogance plays a cruel joke on Paralictor of the Hell Knights as he prepares to fulfill his promise to stand firm, so they can die, even as the swarm tears the flesh from our bones. These are precisely the orders he's given to his troops. The swarm falls upon them like a raging storm. Hell Knights are better armored than regular soldiers, and some are even wearing adamantium. Some have vials of acid which can wound and deter Vescavors for a time. The beasts are beyond numbers, so many that they cannot find openings in the armor and wriggle their way inside. While one insect is burned with acid, 5 others circle and strike. A moment later, Regiel troops are a living graveyard, his knights buried under a layer of wriggling and buzzing bit, so you can make a mistake. I believe that Cleric is the safest option. We're gonna test them all, just so we see what's happening. Cause even without gameplay, this is fun. Okay, they made it well. The rasping, mumbling, and buzzing of the swarm paralyzed the soldier's will. Poisonous mandibles cut through armor and bone. The swarm could scour an entire city from the face of Golarion. His modest forces present no obstacle. No matter what strategy the mortal shows, it is impossible to resist the eternal hunger of the abyss. Vescavors are its embodiment. No malevolent mind or terrible monster, but a million of half-sentient creatures who know no goal but destruction. An effective weapon for those prepared to trade fertile soil for wasteland. A chance yet remains for the commander to save his people, at least some portion. What will the leader decide? Well, I can't believe it. And there are 5 options, and 2 options for each one, which means you got 10 fucking options. What if I pick Regiel and help him out? Allow the swarm to attack few victims then strike. What happens then instead of fight to the bitter end? Allow the swarm to attack a few victims then strike. Regiel selects a few of his knights who wear the strongest adamantine armor and sends them forward. Those chosen fighters approach the edge of the canyon with cavalier dispassion, inviting the swarm to fall upon them and cover them like a living carpet. The first of them falls immediately. In a fit of terrible screaming, the Vescavors have found their way through the visor of his helm and are drilling inside one by one, consuming the unlucky man's face. But the next moment, the remaining forces surge forward, closing their distance and throwing vials of acid on insects. The swarming cloud thins slightly, the Hell Knights retreat and regroup, each time throwing their best protected warriors into the path of the swarm attacks. The other soldiers watch their masterful work with admiration, sending up cheers of encouragement. Temporary success holds no true hope for the faithful troop. Their foe is no great beast, but a million ravenous creatures bringing with them the eternal hunger of the abyss. What was happening down in the canyon at the very moment? We don't know what happened. It seems like Regiel can survive with the second option, and he's definitely dead with the first option. I still believe social is the best way to go. I wanna try that little... whatever she is. Scribe. Nura. Fight to the bitter end and scatter. Here's what we'll do. We'll approach the precipice, stomping and banging our swords against our shields. We'll get the swarm's attention as quickly as possible. The soldiers tread fearfully down the road. The soldiers fight to the bitter end. Scatter. Scatter. Nura, swift and fleet, is splendid at the chase. Dodging from place to place, diving into inconspicuous cracks between stones, she gracefully avoids Vescavors. But her soldiers are not as nimble, and their armor not but burden. The whispering, screeching song of extraplanar Vescavors clouds the mind and foils an escape from the creature's jaws. Warriors fall one by one, screaming in pain, while their friends scattered across the area are too far away to aid them. Cries of agony rise up from the rocks, filling the soldiers' hearts with horror. Rasping, mumbling, buzzing, swarm paralyze the soldiers' will. She's a bad choice. It seems like I was right, cleric is the best choice for this shit. I don't know who is left. Paladin is left. We test Irabet, but I believe Irabet also dies. What can a paladin do against the swarm? Nothing. It makes no sense. We got Irabet, Len. What happens with Len? Thinking upon what you just learned about Vescavors, Len orders his squad to remove their armor. It won't protect them from the beasts, but it will affect their speed and stealth. Okay, Len seems like the smartest one. They hesitate. Who is he to dish out orders to veteran crusaders? The discipline raised and they roughly fall behind them. They found the first body, blah blah blah. The time to fight to the bit, maneuver and use cover. To the demons with this, one of the soldiers yells as he turns tail. I'm not going to let some mongrel lead me to... Len is a bad option, goddammit. And lead me to my death. Given into panic, 3 more follow him. Len never gets a chance to say a word before the clouds forming overhead stretches out a tentacle of 1,000 of twisting Vescavors. They descend upon the first of the fleeing soldiers, swiftly clean his bones. Len manages to kick another fleeing man into a tight crevice before Vescavors get him too. They're nearly upon his heels even as the main mass of the swarm hangs in the air, ready to fall. The insects turn and attack another victim, but the mongrel rolls away and yells to his soldiers, "Follow me. Everyone who survives can personally punch my scaly snout." He dashes through the labyrinth of stones and cracks and little caves, a line of soldiers in tow. Rallying on their speed and stealth, they leap up, then duck and hide again, luring the swarm away from the canyon. The cave dweller turns out to be much better at this deadly game than the ravenous swarm of Vescavors. Lan's heroism and skill inspire other soldiers to bravely join. Ooh, you're a good choice. We got a temporary success with Len, and we got a temporary success with a cleric. With Socio. But I need Len. I can't play without Len. So it's gonna be Social. We don't need Social. All we need to do now is see Irabet and how she fares. You gotta love it. I mean, for one, it's not even a quest. To enter the map, you got 10 fucking solutions of how you wanna do it. Just to enter the map. 10 choices to pick from. Now we pick Irabet. Let's see what Paladin does. Irabet looks over the volunteers who will follow her on this most dangerous of missions. Focused yet calm, she lays out their offensive, grateful for the chance to face true danger instead of boring office work. Is this driven by bravery or blind conceit? They tread carefully. They find the first body. There is fight and scatter. Irabet is a bad choice, I can already tell. Fight to the bitter end. Vescavors fall from the sky onto the huddled troops. Irabet's eyes flashes, the first soldier screams in pain. She is near enough to heal her companion's wounds and clenches his shoulder. Hold on. She cries, but her voice is drowned in a wave of whispering, grasping Vescavors descending upon the troops. There is nothing to protect them from the deadly St. Joe's. This is a fail with Irabet. I bloody knew it from the start. I wasn't expecting Len to succeed. I expected the Rigel to succeed and Len to fail. Len succeeded and Rigel didn't. But my first choice was definitely the best one with the Cleric. Social is the best option here and the safest bet. And Len. But you need Len in your team. Especially if we're gonna fight some stupid swarm boss. So... it's gonna be a fucking Cleric. Enter. Social. Scatter. Hold position and fight for the soldiers' lives. Standing, I want to read it again just in case that I mix something up. Standing in the middle of formation, Soldier Social utters a prayer to Shaylin. From the outside, it would appear that the cloud of Vescavors will in a moment fall from the above and destroy their forces utterly. Hundreds of spawns of the abyss gnaw on bodies and armor, destroying as they consume. But the cleric's power flows forth in waves, healing the wounds of his comrades. As if understanding who is to blame for an unexpected resistance, the spawn covers Social like a living carpet. The servant of Shaylin trembles, but does not move or hold his prayers. Soldiers look on with awe, as though they are witnessing a holy miracle. Temporary success. We don't know what happened to Social. We know Len survives 100%. But we don't know if Social survived this. But I'm gonna pick Social. It seems like it's the best option. And let's say we pick this team. Once you enter, there is no way back. Spots of light and shadow dance along the walls of the canyon. High above your head, a swarm gathers, dark as a rain cloud. So many Vescavors that they block out the sun. Luckily, you escape the attention of the swarm, which is focused upon the troops you're using as bait, for now at least. Commander, the best we've come for, is on the other end of the main corridor. A lot of barrows, and plenty of beasts. You better not delve too deep. Our people won't hold out long enough for us to clear the whole area. On the other hand, I saw the bodies of some poor caravaneers down one of the side halls. They have some valuable stuff on them. The bugs will eat anything we don't grab. They can't tell the difference between flesh and steel. So they're eating old treasure while we're standing around talking. What we're gonna hang around for? Come on, there's no time to lose. Did you manage to find out where this beast came from? There are clear signs of a ritual closer to the Queen's Bug's lair. And they're fresh. Someone's summoned the scum specially for us. The demon field figure out we're never gonna let Kenabres go. Too bad we don't have a magic specialist who could figure out what those runes mean. Really. Really. We do have it. It's Nenio. We need Nenio. We need fucking Nenio, man. She's got arcane knowledge. And world knowledge. So the final choice is social. Defend the army. And we need Nedia. That's the final decision. Instead of Regiel. Pole position with social. I believe Regiel will be good, to be honest. I need to remove someone. Nothing I can do about it. What I'm a specialist, I'll get to the bottom of this, what happened. You need Nenio for this. I was right. Social behind, Nenio in.
Now we are making a mystery of her.
I guess we got all the time in the world as long as we do not rest. Leper smile. There's gonna be a freaking dungeon too, for sure, for the queen. How do we damage swarms and what? Maybe I should have taken a witch too. I mean, I gotta save, I can check out. It seems like melees are useless. Perhaps a witch would be a good choice. Instead of him.
Out of my sight.
Let's see if they deal damage or what on fucking earth is happening here. Chaotic evil, tiny. Immune to freaking everything there is.
None shall escape!
Hard to hit. Confusion. Oh my god. Oh my god, how long does confusion last? 2 seconds. I see no penalties yet. What a disgusting map.
Cut them to pieces!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Wanna figure out if they're weak against something. Let's try with fire. Shall you fucking cast this already? Confusion. Level 8, 10. We need strong will for this. Disgusting. They don't receive damage from fire. They don't receive damage from magic missiles. Burning. It doesn't matter, I'm just testing what works, what doesn't. This confusion is straight broken.
Tactical retreat. No.
We're gonna be a one-man army. We're gonna be a one-man army here. We buff a plan. And we juke the shit out of them. That's the way to play this. We don't need spells at all. I can't believe that spells can't damage you. You actually need to invest into evocation and into specific element to damage them. Literally, spells do not work. At all. Seen the patch notes. I seen they changed swords.
Meditate on your mistakes. It might make you feel better. Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Yet another obstacle.
Who told you to go up?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Will Anivia react?
Out of my sight.
You're irrelevant.
It's gonna be a problem with confusion. It's really gonna be a problem with confusion. It is will. As long as we don't rest, we're good.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge. I'm curious. You won't survive
we find trouble?
me. No, they did.
Bloody gibber.
Endure this! Make every strike count.
You should have listened to reason.
I will see to your demise.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. You won't survive me.
Should have used buffs. Bad. You're fucking crazy with this.
Precision and grace. Let's get to the exciting part.
I wanna see the safest way to win this without losing spells, resources, health. Push as much as I can without resting.
Who, me?
10 minutes per level.
Let's move already.
Smack one bless. Since I got tons of those,
Anything new?
we can
Something wrong?
Done with haste, yeah.
You are my favorite aide.
I'm losing my temper.
My tail is restless.
Oh, yes, what?
Meditate on your mistakes. It might make you feel better.
We will
No
win
one
this war.
stands in my way.
Doubt is the heart's
Skip the
greatest challenge.
pleasantries.
I'm here. Where else
You
would I
require
be?
my unbiased
Always
opinion?
be ready for the worst. Sure is.
I think it's enough.
You've crossed the wrong Yet another obstacle. You won't survive me.
Mind over muscle.
Out of my sight!
Endure this! Die!
You're irrelevant.
Into the fray!
You should have listened to reason.
Make every strike count. You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Yeah. Confused.
Cover me, all right?
You won't won't survive me.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Mind over muscle.
Move out.
War without consequences. Let's test this bug over here. See what it is.
None shall escape.
Can detect from afar, you piece of shit, you for real.
Endure this.
30 armor class. You all got gibber, what the fuck?
I will see to your demise.
Why are you stuck? He's bugged. He bugged out. I can't click anywhere. Holy shit, we're gonna need any Mosti Travisi for these bugs? I can't believe it. New gray hairs for the location. I see this.
Watch and learn. I'm all ears.
I see this.
You've crossed the wrong
Get another
line.
obstacle.
Out of my sight.
Mind over muscle.
How? I believe it's useless to cast magic missiles. Kaži. Molim. Kakvu bubu. Gde? Kuhinji. I'm killing bugs over here, now my wife calls me to kill a bug in the kitchen. See what's life, bugs everywhere. Bugs in games. Bugs in gameplay. Bugs in the kitchen, be right back in a second. Gde je tamo? Najbolno kad ti u uhu, znaš. Kako? Ozbiljno ti kažem, pročačka ti mozak. Kažu zaglupiš načesto. Ne dao Bog da ti se posere. I'll check nice and easy. First I check damage ideal, then I check immunities and everything else. You spitting? On who are you spitting that shit? Lan! It also heals.
I'll remove this obstacle.
It bugged out, did it? Easy bugs. Easy bugs on bugs. Immune to Vibe Agro, yeah. Hmm, 75 XP per. Speaking about XP, far away from level 8.
Move out.
Huh?
The mongrel did it.
Head on. Die!
Let's have some fun.
The light take you!
Been easy so far. Bloodshot eye.
I lead.
Do
You
not fear.
follow.
Cover
Do
me,
not
alright?
waver.
They spot from afar. Bloody things.
Won't survive
Stab
me.
you or zap you. Why not both? Distract them from me.
I will see to your demise.
Let's hear you cry.
You're irrelevant.
Run them through!
What the flying fuck?
Into the fray!
You should have listened to reason.
This will leave a bruise.
Missed me already.
A bright future awaits.
Don't mind me.
Rely on me.
I welcome your company.
Смотрите, Туриnos. Смотрите, Туриnos. Onwards.
40 XP.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge. I'm curious. Did we find trouble? No, they did. Endure this!
Precision and grace.
I'll remove this obstacle. Mind over muscle.
Make every strike count. You've crossed the wrong monk. You won't survive me. Endure this!
How the fuck you got confused from all the way over there? Interesting.
Make every strike count. You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Spell's not working like that.
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
Magritio, Turinos.
Far so good.
Can't hide from me.
The music of the abyss. Each minute the commander spends searching for loot, the bait troops suffer heavy losses. Comes down to the choice, life or treasure. I'm feeling great today, Kosowski. His man died clutching a small chest to his body, protecting his belongings from the Vesca wars till the very end. He had a lot of gold. Shining scale. An item of interest to a craftsman or a collector. A merchant would pay well for it. Remains of a caravan camp. They chew up the tents as well as bodies.
always open to ideas.
Always be ready for the worst. You won't survive.
Fucking scratch.
I'll make short work of this.
Not a goddamn scratch.
The light, take you into the fray.
Endure this!
You're irrelevant.
Did you see that? Make every strike count.
Heal me.
Jesus Christ. Short speed. Wait. Buy loot, then they lose time. The lives of soldiers versus the valuables left by a wayward caravan. Perhaps it's a worthy trade. $4,000 for a keen short spear +2. It ain't worth it. Crusade morale changed by -5. Current morale is 10. I need to be careful with this shit. We can win fights. It doesn't affect time. It seems like it affects time when I loot treasure. And only when I loot treasure. But I could win fights. So far, it's garbage loot. It's worth to sell, but I'll get money somewhere else. Maybe you can loot after you kill. I don't know. I know I won't sacrifice troops. That's what I know. Disgusting and nice at the same time. I will only remove the noise from insects. It really annoys me a lot. Silky Veil. Robe grants its wearer +1 dodge bonus to armor class. +2 enchantment bonus to attack and damage rolls with unarmed. Only a monk can wear it. It raises armor class. Touch. Save throws, they remain the same. Each minute, commander spends searching for loot. Obey troops suffer heavy losses. 1000 gold, robe, javelin resources. Thank you for it, thanks for the follow.
They will break against our resolve.
They're dropping from up there. Spade.
I found
Well, hello there.
something.
No quest appeared. When I click on a loot, it's gonna appear. I need to pick just what rewards I want. Yeah. Ring of Stitches. Ring grants its wearer immunity to bleed. Just need to pick smart. But I can go for the XP and kill enemies. I doubt that's gonna affect the troops. Only when I loot it affects the troops directly. And it seems like when I loot this, it's gonna, when I loot the ring, it's gonna affect. When I loot this, it won't affect. I'm not sure how many of them I'm supposed to loot. It goes in that order. Do not take items and you're good. Vilu, thanks for the follow. You can take consumables, but you can't take items. And then you're good. It's simple as that. Just a test. Items are on this one. It doesn't trigger. When you take items, it triggers.
Let's
me, all
prove
right?
their logic is lacking.
That started bad. It's doable, but it is hard. Thank God these quick loads are fucking fast. Compared to Kingmaker, this is mega fast. Immunity from bleed, only thing that stands out, but what will happen to troops if I go for it? What will happen with troops?
Die! None shall escape! Let's hear you cry.
He said that Voljev got insanity, but I see only confused, no insanity.
Out of my sight.
Nauseated. I can remove nauseated with this. That thing is spamming me, and they keep missing.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. Yet another obstacle.
Cover me, all right?
Can't hide from me.
See when does it trigger. If it doesn't trigger, we're safe. Which means I can loot this without consequences. Serious wounds. There's the exact corpse that triggers it, seems like. It's not a matter of how many you loot, but not to loot the wrong one. And this is the wrong one. Because of serious wounds. 2 potions, there's 750. 1500 on those 2 potions. That's why you take penalties that much. When you loot garbage, you're safe, in other words. And I want to get all the XP that I can too, as well as the boss.
No one stands in my way.
We stand.
See if I can conserve some
I'm losing
Some spells.
my temper.
good at stealth, but I'll try.
Anything new?
Will Phantasmal Killer work? Phantasmal Killer works, man. Work. Although with a heroism it should work.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
Thank you for amusing me.
Phantasmal Killer is the way to go. I'll keep one for the boss. Perhaps I can nuke the boss with Phantasmal Killer if I apply all buffs on Nenio. It might actually work. So one shot.
Now we are making a mystery of ourselves? Let's prove their logic is lacking.
I don't know what's happening, like I don't cast the spell at all. Are you immune to Phantasmal?
I'm always open to ideas. Now we are making a mystery of ourselves? I agree.
"19 spell resist." It says it's affected by target spell resist.
I'm here. Where else would I
Oh,
be?
the waiting's never fun.
Meditate on your mistakes.
Are we ready to move out?
Might make you feel better.
Anything new? No time for debates.
It works! Fucking hell, it works! That's why I invested into it.
Cover me,
We
all right?
one-shot those fucktards.
You're irrelevant.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Die!
Holy shit. I said when I leveled I wanna risk full on with Phantasmal. I can boost that spell even more. And we can use meta magic feats also on Phantasmal, so I invest everything into Phantasmal. I really believe you can one-shot bosses with it. Phantasmal is the best skill that exists in CRPGs since Baldur's Gate 1. Nothing new about it.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Distract them for me.
I believe Phantasmal works. So fucking nice when it works. It says that Voljev suffered insanity.
My tail is restless.
I do not see insanity on Voljev, it's a bug. I just don't see insanity. No, I do not see insanity. If I loot this corpse, time ticks. But I can loot this. If I loot this, Music of the Abyss ticks. We ain't gonna tick Music of the Abyss, and that's a short spear. +2. Don't need it at all. Slime on the wall of the canyon emits a sweet smell with a sharp hint of freshness. Like the air before a storm, the insects are swarming over a part of the wall. We keep Phantasmal, I just tested it, I got one more usage of Phantasmal. And we're gonna test the queen with Phantasmal.
We are the light.
Mind over muscle.
They are the darkness.
This is fine. Should have juked that. I should have juked that.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Move out.
Naturalist armor. Studded leather armor grants its very +2 inside bonus to armor class against the attacks of plants and vermins. Master of a short sword. As it says it. The rest of the garbage. We ignore the armor. We ignore loot basically, just consumables. Ingredients. That's what we can loot. I don't want that shit quest to trigger. We try to save our cleric. As long as we play it safe, we're good. I really wonder if we can come back later to loot. I doubt it's doable. The bottom of the canyon is split by a narrow crevice. But once stride across it at its widest, it's easy enough to jump over. Or in places even step across. The obstacle doesn't seem a problem. Or even particularly notable. But as you draw closer you hear a terrible droning sound coming from the crevice. It seems to be howling, as if it's alive. Look into the crevice. You stare into the darkness of the void, trying to make out where the strange sound is coming from. Not all at once, but your eyes pick out the contours of a body in the darkness. Someone small, perhaps a gnome, a halfling or a child, rolled up in a ball at the bottom of the chasm, under a stone ledge. He's crouched down, his head to his knees, and he's hugging his legs tightly. It appears to be one of the caravaneers, caught by the swarm. He's crying aloud, in one continuous tone, and it strengthens its echoes through the crevice, building into something truly haunting. Call out the crying man, try to help the caravaneer to get out. I need to remove armor if I want to help him. Jump over crevice, call out. Answering your voice, the caravaneer looks up. It's a young halfling. The light coming from above reveals a pale, wounded face. Vescavor still wriggle in the poor fellow's eye sockets. A moment later, the halfling drops his head again and continues to cry. He hasn't the strength to do more. We can't abandon him, he's still alive. He must be saved. If only I had a rope, I'd pull him out in no time. Succeeded in athletics check without removing armor. Now without effort, you manage to clamber down to the bottom of the crevice, tie the halfling with a rope and pull him up. He doesn't resist, but he's little help either, dangling helpless like a puppet. The Vescavors inhabiting his eye sockets seems to have eaten their fill, and you easily pull them out and crush them. Their victims sit on the ground and continues to cry. The sound begins attracting unwanted attention. You hear the humming of disturbed Vescavors above. A mess of them separates from the main swarm and flies towards you.
Can we retreat already?
That came with a huge cost.
You've crossed the wrong mountain.
They'll go for me.
Out of my sight!
I don't know why they like me so much.
You won't survive me. Endure this!
You know. Fuck you know.
I'll remove this obstacle.
What? How? Lost travel. I don't know how we killed them and with what. Someone critted hard. Heal the poor lad. I'll heal you and come back for you later. Finish the poor lad off. It's better this way. Forgive me. There's nothing I can do for you now. Heal. Imagine he healed the Caravanir wounds, but not his mind. For now, there's nothing more you can do for him. He seems scarcely aware of your help, and his crying and shrieking continues. A moment later, you hear another scream from overhead. Oh, this shit. Leaning precariously over the ledge of the crevice above, one of your men falls to the bottom and dies upon the rocks. The other soldiers, now serving as baits, are up there desperately fighting for their lives and yours. -5 morale when I save this thing. Lost Traveler. Don't know if that was worth it, to be honest.
Battle
Rely on
awaits.
me.
Something wrong?
My
Smile.
tail is restless.
The world's not ending just yet.
Hey, come on, heal for more. That's it. Let's see the chat of it. Greece is still #1. It depends on the enemy, it depends on the difficulty. For me, for example, it didn't do that much. In few occasions only it was useful. Selective Greece is great, yeah, if you invest. But that's a huge investment for level 1 spell. Pentagram, where they spawn the queen, yeah. We'll need Animosi Travisi for this, a lot of it. Vescavor Queen. Level 18. Claw attack. Pest healer. Permanent. 34 armor class. And a fucking cave. Let's use boss. I hope it's only the queen though. But if I see swarms, then the fight becomes insta disgusting.
Anything new?
Why am I doing this? Should I just try with Phantasmal? What am I doing?
Quiet steps.
You require my unbiased opinion?
25 spell resist. What do you need to roll, Nania? Nightcom, thanks for the sub.
No one stands
Together,
in my
we
way.
stand.
Skip.
I'm always open
Let's
to
see the roll
ideas.
first, then I'll decide, check what potions I got. Perhaps it can work.
Let's have some fun.
We'll save. Four, 3. Difficulty 22. Saving throw. Plus bonus 11 wisdom 8. Mrbice! Izlaz! Mrć! Uzbala! We overcome the spell resist, we didn't overcome will. Roll 3 plus modifiers. Holy shit, I can fucking one-shot it. So much from a queen. Few reloads and it's out. And that's Nenio without buffs. I wonder with buffs. Mrbice! Kuti mantrak!
I'm always open to ideas. Now we are making a mystery of ourselves? I agree. You require my unbiased opinion? No time for debates.
What the fuck? Come on. You can overcome this, she just rolls, man. The point is to overcome will, not spell resist. Spell resist is easy to overcome. Although I don't know what are these rolls for. From 1 to 20 she rolls 4. Modifier is plus 11, it's easy to
You
roll.
require my unbiased opinion?
But will, I'm worried about will, if it can be done.
No time for debates.
There's a will save again. Saving throw result 39. Gonna try a few more times. Huss, thanks for the follow.
I'm always open to ideas.
I'm losing my temper.
With greater heroism it will work. Easily. I got one greater heroism. I really believe it's gonna work with greater heroism.
Are we ready to move out? Now we are making a mystery of ourselves?
Perhaps a bless too. What am I doing?
I refuse to accept their statement.
You rolled 2. You rolled 2. Shit. 1 to 20. 2 out of 3 times she rolls 2 and 4. How the fuck is that
Are we
fair?
ready to move out?
And fuck my luck.
You are my favorite aide. Now we are making.
I mean, I'll fight her too, okay? I wanna fight it fair and square, even if Phantasmal works. But I wanna see all outcomes.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
We need 14 and above. And then it's a will save. Not an easy check.
Oh, yes, what? You require my unbiased opinion?
Ask nicely.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
Could make a prayer also.
Meditate on your mistakes.
No reason to pause.
Might make you feel better.
I'm losing my temper.
Anything new? Now we are making a mystery of ourselves? Let's prove their logic is lacking.
Hard to roll, very, very hard to roll. I made on easier difficulties, easy kill, okay. Easy kill.
Now we are making a mystery of ourselves?
But not on this one.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
Again, I will save. Strong will. Very strong will. You need to roll 20 on will. And before that, you need to roll other check too.
Oh, yes, what? Now we are making a mystery of ourselves? Let's prove their logic is lacking.
Give it a shot like 2-3 more times, then we fight. There are no swarms, which is great. Should be an easy kill. With enough of animosi travisi.
Anything new?
Should be easy.
I refuse to accept their statement. Oh, yes, what? No time for debates.
Once more. Haven't seen enough. Then we fight.
I'm always open to ideas. Let's prove their logic is lacking.
Get chicanery all and that's it. Strong fucker, this thing.
You are
One
my
last time.
favorite aide. I agree. No time for debates.
Like they know what you wanna do. We fight it fair and square. One more. Okay, one more.
You are my favorite aide.
Last time.
I refuse to accept their statement.
Fight all 16. Oof, oof, oof. Let's fight. Let's fight.